Right, so recording Kal Halal Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Dash. Double honor to the apostles at Great Millstone, salute to you brothers teaching in sincerity and in truth, man. So this is AI Weekly, right? So, and this is the RFID Mark of the Beast news updates. Every time we get anything like this, we're gonna show you, filter it through the Bible. And this will be a short video, this one. Filter it through the scriptures and show you how that this beast system is implementing a system that will use the RFID, NFC, microchip, as like the be and end all of how the system operates. Cash will be suspended. You won't be able to do nothing. You won't be able to be on the grid. You won't even be able to be in the system doing anything without this. So this is AI Weekly. So weekly they're putting up updates to this AI, man. Like they're just pushing this. Now this is a robot, sprinting in like it looks like he's got the gear on for a sprinter or Olympic sprinting. Let's play this. This is from Reuters. This is 20 hours ago. This is new.
Plans for China to humanoid robots racing in a half marathon. This is AI Weekly. Huawei plans to begin mass shipments of its advanced AI chips to Chinese customers as early as next month. That's according to two people familiar with the matter, who added some shipments have already been made. Chinese companies have been scrambling to find a domestic replacement for NVIDIA's H2O chip. The Silicon Valley giant had until recently been able to sell the chip freely.
Yeah, the chip, what they want to put in you, these chips are in computers, phones. It's part of this. That's why they need that in you, you become that interface. You know what I'm saying? It control your brain chips, make you see stuff, hear stuff. In
the Chinese market. Meta Platform says it's expanding access to its AI assistant on Ray-Ban smart glasses to 7 additional European countries. That will allow people in Germany, Austria, Belgium, and others to interact with Meta AI using voice prompts to get answers to general questions, the company said. The Facebook and Instagram parent launched its AI technology in Europe in March after a delay over data protection and privacy concerns. A report from the International Monetary Fund says the economic gains from artificial intelligence will likely outweigh the costs of rising carbon emissions.
Right, so, okay, carbon, see, there they go with that. That's a heavyweight of pushing a new world order. But I want to say this. What was I going to say? Just let me go back a little bit. Oh, yeah. So, do you have a robot? Basically, you got ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT, yeah. And then you got your robot, right? You got robots. You can ask questions. This is where things are at. You might live in an area where you're in your towns and you're going, but you're buying, shopping, still using cash now. Some stores only want you to use card. Some people look at you got free heads if you're using cash. But people using phones, smartwatches, right? But this tech AI thing is here. They've got it. This is what's going on here, and you'll have them like robot, systems, AIs. That's basically you got technology, and the next phase of that tech is AI. So you see how like every year you get a phone upgrade, or if it's a console, You get your laptop every year. They got to upgrade for it, right? Tech when the internet and technology came in, that was like the big, like a revolutionary thing. Well, the next phase of that, and they've got names for this. That I can't even remember what they called it. I did videos on it. Um, but it's this digital information age. That's the word that they're using. The digital information age. So that's why you're seeing rise of AI all around you. The whole system will be changed. Electric grids, right? That's why they're destroying this grid. This grid is getting destroyed right now. But what they believe is that they're gonna have next with this new world order thing. Let's get a quick scripture on that. Um, trying to make this one quick. Yeah, let's get Job 5. So I'll be disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. All right. So they're gonna be disappointed in this AI microchip agenda that they. Well, by the way, people are gonna get chipped, right? Because you got the tribulation that shall come to try them that dwell on the earth, right? It's a test, and most of you individuals, you're just gonna get chipped. So that's why the scriptures are telling us not to get chipped. Matter of fact, the scripture says some people are gonna get put to death or martyred for not accepting this new beast system and this mark of the beast. So you got to get with it, man. I'm gonna show you the running robots in a minute. Get with what's happening. All right, get a spiritual mind on. Pull your head out of this, out of the distractions. 'Cause you know what you go on YouTube. There's just floods of distractions right now, and BS all over the net. Revelation 20:4. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And we were reading that and they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years. I remember we read that. Well, we read to be in the system, basically, you're gonna have to have that, and people are gonna take it. So they're gonna, because it's actually matter of fact in Job it says when he's about to fill his belly, and I was gonna get. So that's when he's saying, "Look, we got this. People have been chipped. This is going down. But the only way it's going down is that it's just gonna crumble. This ain't it. This ain't it. Here ain't it. This system's corrupt, bro. And this ain't it.
National Monetary Fund says the economic gains from artificial intelligence will likely outweigh the costs of rising carbon emissions by the data centers needed to run AI models. The IMF says AI will boost global output by around 0.5% a year between 2025 and 2030, but noted that those gains would not be shared equally across the world. Take-up of AI is expected to drop
Let's go
between
with
20
it.
carbon emissions by the data centers needed to run AI models. The IMF says AI will boost global output by around 0.5% a year between 2025 and 2030.
So they talked about the data centers, yeah, because what they're doing is absolutely pushing AI right now. That's what they're doing. So the power it with those grids, those data centers. So you're gonna have that's why they were remodeling cities. Um, so this is gonna happen. They need to do what they gotta do to get this happening. Um, So this is where things are at. These data centers, AI data centers, man. That's part of how they're powering up these grids, you know. And they already said, well, electric cars, 2025. They're saying 2030, but I remember they said 2025. So all the new cars are all electric that they're making. Let's go.
But noted that those gains would not be shared equally across the world. Take-up of AI is expected to drive a surge in demand for energy-intensive data processing power in the coming years, even as the world struggles to keep promises on reducing emissions. Humanoid robots raced against humans for the first time.
Yeah, I wasn't. So uh, what they do is push. That's the new grid. So they're saying, oh, this grid's polluted, which actually the scripture says you polluted it. The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Um, but you're talking about, well, we're gonna make it a new nice grid. No, you're just gonna make it a control grid.
In a half marathon in China's Beijing. The race drew crowds of spectators, including Hersey Xu, who works in the artificial intelligence field.
There's a kind of sportsmanship, whether it's humans or robots. They are all exercising. It feels like I'm watching the development of machines, the development of AI.
The winning robot, Tiangong Ultra, finished in 2 hours and 40 minutes, a long way off from the men's winner.
I mean, this is, you see what you said? She's stupid, man. Zombie. Okay. So you got a lot of zombie hordes all over the planet. But then you got the elect and people that won't take the mark of the beast and accept the system that's coming. And guess what they're gonna do? Persecute, lie, and you've already got that. You've already got that happening. You got a lot of hate coming towards the Bible teachers in different forms. So we know what it is, man. We know what it is. All right. Anyway, I said this one was gonna be quick. So there's a few words on the. I'm gonna start doing this AI weekly updates. Huawei chips and robots, man. These are the talks. This is the times we're in. So get with it, man. All right, Shadow One.